So I'm not originally from Waterloo, unlike a lot of my colleagues. I'm not originally from Iowa at all. I'm from Virginia. My dad was military. I moved around the country a lot. Due to that, when I came to the Cedar Valley, I saw the potential, the vast amount of potential in the city of Waterloo. I learned about its history, and then I decided I wanted to be a part of its future. So I moved my family here from Virginia to stay permanently with the objective of building the city to look forward. The most exciting thing about being on council and running for council was the ability to talk to people about the positives that are happening. And I think being on this council over the past 4 months, you've seen that I'm the one who usually brings up, let's talk about the future. Let's not refer back to the past. We can use the past as examples, but that's not what sets us up for success. So the big reason I ran was to move us forward, to establish our neighborhood associations, to establish the people understanding what's happening in this city and why it's so positive and how it can affect their values long term. I wanted to look forward into what is going to happen with this new council. What can we do to exemplify the positive things that are happening in Waterloo, and what can we do to make sure that we are good stewards of taxpayer dollars and increase the value of our properties, increase the value of living here in Waterloo as opposed to thinking backwards. So a lot of people liked that, but they were very focused on the issue at the time. So getting people to move past that issue and move past other elections happening at the same time to focus on what's happening in their own neighborhood was a challenge, but it worked. So the cool thing is we've already accomplished a lot so far. We're moving forward on all-in grocers, getting their construction started. I am looking to find some type of grocery store to return to university so that we can have a good grocery store for that neighborhood that desperately needs something there. We've already got 2 major developments coming into the city with cooperation with the neighborhood associations present. We just passed one yesterday with Orange and having a new developer. So what I see us doing moving forward is continuing to increase citizen participation in a positive way to move forward. Not allowing people to hold us back or because they don't believe, at least it seems to me, that Waterloo deserves it. Waterloo is a phenomenal city and deserves the best. And I want to make sure that we move forward by doing the best, only hiring the best, only acting for the best that we can in this city. That means tough decisions are going to come, and that means we have to spend some money. Any good business owner means you got to spend money to make money. So let's make the money by investing in the proper places here in the city. I learned a lot. And one thing I can say is the city is comprised of such a large amount of information and facets. It's just a big corporation, if you want to think of it that way. And doing these boards was extremely important for my knowledge base for when I ran for council. And I say that because people, when you run, they expect you to have answers. And I can say that I had more answers than I think a lot of candidates possibly, because I had the experience. So people would ask me about development projects and I'd have an answer. People would ask me why this didn't get approved and why this did get approved. I'd have an answer. So it made a huge difference when things come to this board or come to this council that are land related or property or development related. I actually understand what I'm reading. And then I can explain that to my constituents in a way that makes sense to them. Because they hired me so they don't have to deal with it. So that means I need to understand it so they can just, here's the Cliff Notes version. What do you think? Sounds good? Doesn't sound good? And then move forward here and represent them that way. So it's extremely important. And for anyone who's ever thinking about running for office, regardless of what you may hear, it is important for you to participate before you run on this council, because you don't want to be in the situation where you get on the council and you are questioning my constituents and you don't have an answer or your answer is incorrect. So I'm very thankful that I had that opportunity. So I have already had a good track record of staying in connections with my citizens. One, my phone number is on the city website. You can go on there, you can send me a text message, I will respond. And I actually had a really good compliment from someone who's like, wow, he actually responds. Yes, I do actually respond. So you can go on to the city website if you have a question. I will try to come out to your house typically because I prefer the one-on-one speaking. It's just better to get things out that way. And I can respond to your text message. The other thing is every Saturday, the final Saturday of every month at noon, in this room in City Hall, we have a ward meeting. And the ward meeting is for Ward 1. You can come if you're anywhere. If there's an issue that's going on and it involves the whole city, please come. However, this is for Ward 1 because I need to hear what my citizens are saying about their neighborhoods. I need to hear what they're saying about what's around them so I can allocate resources or get the proper people on board here in the city to help my citizens in my ward.